What's up guys, John here back at it again with another movie review. Today we are taking a look at Killers of the Flower Moon. Now holy crap, was this a movie. If you know anything about this movie, the first thing is that it's going to be 3.5 hour commitment to go see this. But I would say that it is well worth going to the theater and sitting through the whole movie. It's not one of those movies that you're like, oh man, like it's something like you're just kind of bored. It's not really keeping your attention. This one definitely grasps your attention. You learn a lot of stuff along the way. It kind of pulls you properly through the story. And there wasn't a time where I was really sitting there like, dang, is this going to be over yet? Kind of thing, which is good for a movie this long. Some people just can't sit through it, and it is what it is. I would still recommend watching this at home if you're not going to go to the theaters and watch it that way. So yeah, let's start off with each kind of section. So the story, I think, has a lot of true elements to it. I'm sure some stuff was maybe embellished a little bit to make it a little bit more exciting, but a lot of stuff that happened was true for the time, which I think is great. They seem to do a pretty good job representing everyone and doing justice to the characters the way they should. All the acting was stellar. There wasn't really a bad character in this movie at all. Everybody's story arcs made sense. They all fit in. They all had purpose. And the actors themselves did a fantastic job. This is a just crazy cast, just massive. There are so many characters, so many cast members, and they all do a great job. With that being said, the only downside to having so many people is that maybe you'll lose track of characters throughout the movie, but that didn't really happen to me too often. There was only like one or two people I was like, wait a second, like what did they do to have this happen, but I mean the majority of the characters kind of stayed at the front of your mind when they were supposed to and sat with you throughout the whole movie. So yeah, the acting was great. The overall story from beginning, middle, end was well done. It progressed properly, like I said. I didn't have any issues with that. I think they did everything justice there. The shots were fantastic. I mean, it's exactly what we would expect from a movie like this. I mean, it shows a whole lot at times without really saying anything, which is a job well done. I always like when a movie can say words throughout just like a panning of the camera or just like a certain shot of somebody standing there, the angles and whatnot. They just do a great job. Well done there. The music, it's kind of like a lot of old-timey, to the time music, and it's in the background of a lot of scenes, and sometimes you don't even really notice it, which I think is fantastic because it's almost like you're there with the characters at times because you're so invested in the story to not even be able to notice some of the background music. When I did notice at times, there was a couple songs here and there that I was like, oh yeah, it's from that era, so it makes sense. Just kind of weird, but it works for what it's supposed to be. So no real gripes there. I mean, overall, this movie is a absolute killer. I loved it. I'm going to give it a 9.8 out of 10. I think it deserves that. The story is just crazy. It's so crazy the stuff that had happened. And there wasn't anything in the movie where you're like, oh, that's super unrealistic. Like everything that happened, I was like, yeah, I can 100% see that happening. I can 100% see it going this way for these reasons, etc., etc. So yeah, there's no after credit scene from my understanding. There is a little scene at the end where Martin Scorsese actually comes in and reads something, which I thought was really, nice of him to do and kind of an important shot and scene. But yeah, overall, just like a solid performance from everyone, a solid movie. Definitely go see it. They killed it with this one. So if you guys have seen this, let me know what you guys thought down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and like always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.